robotics as well as the intra-logistics system. Today, we are looking at a situation where our customers are looking for big deliveries. We have a situation where the commodities are very scarce and with very high lead times, but customers are demanding. So how do you achieve the customer requests? So you need to look at more innovative way of achieving this. So HARTING has come out with a tagline or a value add by offering products which have modularity and miniaturization. So we in HARTING believe that these two features go a long way, add value to our products as well as to the ultimate equipment, and thereby the customer benefits. So in this course of webinar today, I have with me my colleague Bhumika Naik, who is the industry segment manager for machinery and robotics. She will be taking us through about the products and solutions which we offer in the Indian market, wherein the value add of modularization and miniaturization achieved and how it benefits at every stage as far as the customers are concerned. Then I have with me my colleagues from the global team, Mr. Beals and Mr. Edua, who are going to talk about the intra-logistics and conveyor systems. And if you look at this market, HARTING has come a long way in bringing out very innovative customized products and solutions. You will definitely find this a very interesting session. Feel free to be participative, and as my colleague Indra has already mentioned, you can at any point of time put your questions on the chat box and we will attempt to answer that as quickly as possible.
Thank you so much. A very good afternoon to all of you. So as you know, the topic of today's webinar, I am looking after the machinery market for the machine building industry for HARTING India. As you are aware that we are dealing with industrial connectors. So when I'm saying connectors, it's not specifically rectangular connectors that we are catering into. There's a huge range of products that we provide to the industry, to the machine building industry and other markets. But just to make it simpler for you, I'll categorize the portfolio into three categories. First is the industrial connectors or the hand connectors, that is the rectangular connector that you are using. But we are also into device connectivity. So when I say device connectivity, I am talking about interface connectors like RJ45, M8, M12 connectors, as well as port connectors. The third segment that we cater to is HARTING customized solutions. When I'm saying customized solutions, that means we are customizing the products, the standard products as per the need and projects of the customers. So we cover a lot of things under this, which I will discuss in the later slides. Now, what exactly is modularization when I talk about connectors? For me, as in a connector, modularization would be where I am saving time, I am saving space and cost for my customer with the least amount of resources. So anything that is benefiting my customer with these features would be modularization for me, and as well as parallelly catering to all their requirements. So let's start with the first product that we will be covering under this trend. That is hand modular. So as the name suggests, this is not a monoblock connector. In a monoblock connector that you are using from us, which varies from 6 pin up to 24 pin, but even 32 pin and 64 pin, you are either transmitting only power or only signal. But now we have the hand modular connector where you can use power, data, signal, pneumatics, fiber optics, all kind of communications in a single connector. You can see we have a hinged frame and different kind of modules that we have, which you can use as per your requirement from our portfolio. You can see how the assembly is done. You have to choose the right hood and housing as per the environment. You have to use the hinged frame, choose the hinged frame as per the modules that you need. So ultimately, we are saving your time, your cost, and your space. And we have a huge range of modules to select from. We have more than 200 modules from where you can select the relevant module as per your application and definitely save a lot of cost, time, and space for yourself. These are some new modules which we have added to our portfolio. The first one being HAN 300 ampere module. So now we have these 3 new modules in our range: HAN 300 ampere module, HAN M12 module used for Ethernet connection in a modular kind of a rectangular connector, and the HAN shielded basic module. Moving on to the next product, HAN modular flex box. This product is specifically for the drag chain applications. Okay, so I'll just pause this video. As you can see, this product is specifically for the drag chains. It's a modular kind of a connector that we are using, similar to the one that I have shown you before, but this is specifically for your energy chains that you're using in your plants. Now this, how exactly is this benefiting you? This is giving you high flexibility. It's the perfect fit. Next. Okay, so the next product is HAN FNB. We have a connector which is specifically for the food industry. Now, why exactly are we launching a product which is specially for this industry? Reason being, such an industry requires a lot of cleaning. And when we are talking about cleaning, we are talking about use of large amount of water jets and aggressive cleaning agents. So we have a special product, HAN FNB, which can be used specially for this industry. What benefits does it has? The connector materials comply with FDA 21, the connector as well as the cable. So this means that not only the component, we are also given cable assemblies now for this particular product. So the connector and the cable are certified according to Ecolab. It is IP69, fast installation and setup time. So now, if you are belonging to the food and beverage industry, we would definitely want you to have a look at this product and see how we can help you with the same. The next product is ES Press. Usually the kind of inserts that you are using for your monoblock connector, that is like a 6-pin connector or a 24-pin connector, you are using crimp termination or maybe a screw termination. Many times customers have come across issues where they need a toolless assembly, or they want to save their time, or they don't want a skilled labor who understands how to do crimp termination. Just to avoid such problems for you, we have arranged ES Press for the monoblock kind of connectors, starting from 6-pin up to 24-pin. What exactly we do here is we use the wire, we put it and just press the blue button. Once the blue button is pressed, your connection is locked. Once you pull up the blue button, the wire can be removed and your connection is open again. Not only this, this product comes with plug-in jumpers, which enables multiple contacts to be bridged directly at the connector. So this is one very interesting kind of inserts that you can use if you are looking for something that is better than screw termination also. Moving next. Okay, so we have the push-pull series. This series is specifically for the data kind of communication. Whenever you're using an RJ45 connector, you might be requiring IP65 or IP67 kind of protection, for which you often use separate hood and housings also. But now we have a push-pull series that is offering you the same kind of protection, and it has an additional anti-rotation lock which provides better safety and reliability for the process. This comes in both metal and plastic bodies, giving you IP65 and 67 device connectivity, and all three kind of communications are possible: data, signal, and power. So you have options both for the device side and cable side in both types of bodies, metals as well as plastic. Another interesting product that we want to show you for your, definitely for your cabinet applications, is the hand B rear fit. It comes in different sizes, as you can see. So what exactly is this product? Many times when you are manufacturing your cabinets, there is a lot of wiring inside the cabinets. But while transporting it to the end customer, what happens? You have to remove the complete wiring and do the termination or the connections at the end customer side, for which you require skilled labor. And many a times the possibility of errors increases, as well as the time also for the installation increases. Just to help you with that, we have a rear fit module that you can use for your connectors that enters from the rear side. Normally the insert enters from the front side on the housing. To avoid such kind of issues for you, we have the rear fit. I'll just play a video to show you how exactly this can help. Okay, so here you can see the cable assembly, which you can pre-assemble at your place. And once it reaches the end customer, your cabinet reaches the end customer, all you have to do is just put it like this, instead of doing the complete connections at the end customer side, hence saving the possibility of errors or saving your time, of course. So this is one interesting product to all the cabinet manufacturers that I would recommend. Coming to the next trend of today's topic is miniaturization. The bigger, the better. It's just a myth now. When we are talking about our industry, things are becoming smaller and smaller, not only into your day-to-day devices, but when we are talking about the machine building industry, we are looking for smaller and smaller solutions that are delivering the same results, or I would say better results. Just to support this kind of trend, we'll talk about the first product that we have to show you. That is the HAN 1A. So HAN 1A is the smallest connector. This is the smallest in our HAN family. It can be used for all three kinds of communications, that is power, data, and signal. It is up to 12 pin, up to 16 amps, possible for Cat5, Cat6A kind of communication. Talking about the IP rating, the IP rating that we offer is from IP20 up to IP65. So considering the size of the connector, the applications that are possible on your machines can be inside the control cabinets, industrial lighting, conveyors, heaters, fans. This particular product has different variants. Hence, as you can see, it is offering you cable to cable kind of communication. It is possible for you to have a panel mounted module or an angular panel mounted module. And there are certain accessories that come with it. Recently, we have joined 2 extra accessories to the family, that is protection covers and the DIN rail adapters. So if in case while using this product or for your application, you have such requirements, now we have the accessories with us. Not only the component, one interesting part of this product is that we are also giving HAN 1A cable assemblies. This will save your time, your cost. Hence, we are following the trend of miniaturization over here. Have a quick look at the applications. You can see the different kind of applications that you can use on your machine for using this product. Talking about the real applications, laminating machine, you can use it for a light connection inside a laminating machine. So these are some real applications that our customers have shared with us to show it to you, how this product is going on the machinery, whether it's transmission of the power supply of low power motor or the light connection. Moving next, we can see this hand 1A as a sensor interface on the partition panel. And you can see the junction box for automotive engine conveyor line for a powertrain project. So these are real pictures from the site that our customers have shared to be shown to other customers and help them understand how they can use this product in different parts of their machinery and communication. Moving next, we'll talk about hand triple D module. So earlier, HARTING launched a module which was a double D module. Now we have the triple D module. The reason for launching this product is many a times the customer cannot compromise with the size of the connector, but they need a higher pin number. Just to help them, we have this module. So as you can see, for a 6B size, earlier you had the possibility of 24 pin, but now you have a possibility of, okay, so higher contact density is there. Same electrical technical specifications are there. Moving to the next slide, you see an improved PE connection over here. So more contact density, fulfilling your need for high pin number. Moving to the next product, hand L32 series. So this exactly is the product. Now, what is L32 for us? Earlier, whenever the customer was asking for a 32 pin connector or a 32B size, we were offering them two 16 pin inserts. Moving to the next slide, I'll show you how for a 32B size, we were giving two inserts. As you can see in the middle, two 16 pin inserts were going. Just to make it simpler to you and slimmer to you, we now have hand L32B, where you have a single insert with 32 pins. Moving to the previous slide, you will see, since we have L32B with us, the earlier product which I showed you, which was a hand modular connector, there you have an option of a hinged frame that is possible for 8 modules. So earlier, the hand modular connector, which has a maximum possibility of 6 modules, now has a possibility of maximum 8 modules because of L32B size hood and housings that we have available with us. So this is benefiting your modular range of connectors. Moving ahead and to the next slide again, you see what exactly are the key features and benefits here. Slimmer design, it is giving you the same IP65 protection, limiting temperatures, full flexibility, and the necessary approvals are also there. These are some real pictures of the modular as well as the monoblock kind of connector under L32B. So save space, save weight, save cost. Moving ahead, here we will talk about all for internet. So Ethernet, talking about what HARTING has done under this is that earlier, what we were having when we were talking about Ethernet communication, we were talking about the RJ45 connector, M8, M12 connectors, or Ethernet switches, or the hard ports. So there was a huge range of products that we had earlier whenever it was about Ethernet communication. Next, you have next slide. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so after that, moving ahead, we had the IX Industrial, which was launched recently, and we told you about that. But now, what is the future? The Ethernet for the future is single pair Ethernet. Talking about the comparison, we had the fast Ethernet, we had the gigabit Ethernet, but with the single pair Ethernet, you have a benefit of the transmission length, which was earlier 100 meters, but as you can see now, the possibility of 1000 meters is there with a benefit of the transmission rate as well, respective to the different transmission lengths. Advantages of SPE will include open communication protocol, enabler for IoT, real-time communication with TSN, up to 1 gigabit per second for automation networks, power over data line, standardized interface for planning security, weight reduction, shock and vibration proof. So ultimately, this is a game changer when we are talking about Ethernet communication. And as you can see, there are 6 different housing versions that we are offering when we are giving the SPE connection to you. So one interesting thing that we would like to share in today's webinar is HARTING customized solutions. We are not only component manufacturers. We are not only rectangular connector manufacturers. Now we are providing complete solutions to our customer. And when I say that, I am talking about cable harnesses, system cables, cable assemblies, junction boxes, or any modification to the existing component that you require. We have 8 production plants all over the globe, and talking about India, we have a plant here itself in Chennai. So if you need any kind of customized solutions for your machine, for your plant, please reach out to us because we have a plant here itself in Chennai. So as I mentioned, customized solutions, modified products. So any modification to the standard design of the connector, we are doing that. And then if in case you need any additional holes for the cable entries, such kind of things will also come under customized solutions. So yes, we are modifying our products. But the most interesting part of customized solutions is that a lot of customers come to us for cable assembly or system cable requirements. So we are giving that to our customer, not only for the rectangular connectors, but if you need RJ45, you need M8, M12, you need overmolded system cables, that all is covered in our portfolio. So if you have any requirement where you need the complete solution from us instead of just the component, please reach out to us because now we have a particular segment, and here itself in Chennai, we are doing the task. This picture can clearly show you how our solution components or cable assemblies are going in the industry. And these are some real pictures for you. Now I would like to pass the next portion of today's topic to my colleagues at the headquarters. Thank you, everyone.
And today we want to present some interesting topics about the infrastructure like conveyor systems and so on. And I'm here with my colleague.
And my name is Edward Ham. I'm also a project engineer at HCS, and I'm also responsible for the market interlogistic and conveyor systems.
Thank you. Yeah, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we want to talk and to present some topics about the interlogistic and conveyor systems and what is the business from HARTING. We identify different end customers. We have customers in the branch product systems, systems who produce, or when you produce materials like food, like metal, like housings, whatever, we have to transport the material from one machine to another machine. Another big point is logistics systems. We know it from the airport, but in the last 2 years, we was not often at the airport like COVID, but it's a target market with rise up. Airport, storage systems. And another point, a big point, is the e-commerce. In the last 2 years, we ordered a lot of things by Amazon, and it's a big market who rise up with different applications, and it's a target market for us. What customer groups we identify? We identify 4 target groups for us. The customer group who produce components like inverters, motors, control units, HMI. The customer group who produce and manufacture these tools like curves, like conveyor groups. Another big point is the logistics system integrator, who give a big package of all parts of this, like control units, and build up this system by the end customer. And the end customer themselves, like airports, Amazon, DHL. But when we look, the end customer will be delivered from the other customer groups. Single parts, a full system, or a module. What is the business for HARTING? In the most cases, we deliver on our components, like customized cable assemblies, connectors, whatever, to the 3 customer groups we see, and in some cases, to the end customers, but I think this is only spare parts. Why is it so important for HARTING? When we look at the slide, it's a picture with the infrastructure from Siemens. And when we look on this picture, we see there are a lot of devices, control units, PLC, HMI, drivers, sensors, and all these parts, all these parts communicate, and we need devices, connectors, cable assemblies to provide the systems and that the functionality is given. And connectors is a big business from HARTING. This is our technology. This is our know-how. HARTING customized solution, customized solutions. And today we want to talk about the following topics. We have the energy distribution when I talk about an infrastructure logistics system. And I need different types of cable, power cables, motor cable, and cabling for sensor. One big and important point is the energy distribution. When I build up a system under construction, it's very important to spend time to produce them in the factory. I can check it, and I have no problems with trial and error and looking for wiring errors and so on. And then I can test it in my factory, like a producer, and deliver it to the end customer. And they are very flexible to connect all modules. And these modules need power. Power is very important, we know it. What kinds or what variants of energy distribution we have? One is the systems for one-side assembling, but I have to do work when I build it up. But I'm very flexible with the cable lengths. I mounted this housing as a module and can connect with different cable lengths. And another big point is the pre-assembled systems, plug and play. I have no problems when I start up the module, the factory. I only connect it with fixed lengths I have produced and tested. And now I want to go to my colleague Eduard Hamm, and he will show you samples on our tower. Eduard, please.
Yeah, I want to go a little bit deeper with you together in our product and which solutions we provide for the conveyor and system market. The first thing what Mirko also already mentioned, we have 2 different parts. So we have one where we can assemble the cables on the machine, and we have also a solution or some more solutions with a plug-and-play system. The first thing what I want to present you is the HARTPower S-Box. When the energy cable goes through the system, there is one cable. So with the Power S-Box, you have to only assemble the cable jack. Then you put the wires into the IDC contacts, and you have here screws. So when you screw down the screws, the connections will done to the box. So, and then you can go from this Power S-Box with a cable, for example, like you can see it here, to the frequency converter, or we can also provide a HARTPower S-Box with a connector directly on the box. Yes, and this is a solution where you can assemble it directly on the system. a very good benefit of the HARN Power S box. It fits perfectly in a cable trunk. As the next solution which I want to show you is a plug and play solution. There we have 3 different products. So the first one is a Power T box, or it's with HARN Q connectors. Here, for example, we have the HARN Q4 connectors. So we have 4 connectors, 3 connectors to go to the frequency converter. We have 4 output to go to maybe to the next box, or you can also go when you don't need a new box, you can also go from here to the frequency converter, and we have here on this side the input. A smaller solution is also in the HARN 3A size. We have also a HARN Power D with 1 input and 2 outputs, and a very small solution which we also provide very new is a HARN A distribution box. You can also get this HARN 1A distribution box with a cable, or you can get it also with 3 connectors, 1 input and 2 outputs. Then I want to present you, which we together employ with involved with the company Siemens. These are also Y distributors for the Siemens converter. So you can go directly with this modular box on the Siemens converter, and then you can distribute the energy to the next Siemens frequency converter. So this is a very simple solution. You can also get a solution with a switch to turn off and turn on this one module or this one frequency converter. And the last solution, so you can get 3 modules, and then you can get 1 module with a switch, and you can also get a module with a key where you can switch from automatic and manual, and then you have a small switch on the right side where you can forward the converter or the conveyor systems in front or backwards. Yes, these are our solutions for the distribution, and Mirko want to go next with the cables.
Eduard, many thanks. It was very important, and it's very interesting to see what types are possible. And for all, if you need another application, ask HARTING customized solution. Now we have the power, the distribution. And the next important point and topic is the power cable. We heard it, the frequency converter needs power. And we saw at one slide that we have different applications, different target markets with different technical specification. And for us, it's no problem to create solutions what you need. And for us, it's very important, auch nice to know, that we have a established standard. It's the HARN Compact. In the most cases, different supplier for units, for motor drives, have integrated our HARN Compact. And now I will go back to my colleague Eduard, and he will show you some more points, some solutions, real solutions from different power cables. Eduard, please.
Yeah, first of all, I want to look with you together on the frequency converter. We can see we have 3 different types of cables. So we have on the one side, we have a power cable, we have a motor cable, this orange one, and we have these 2 small black ones are the signal cables for the communication between a controller and the frequency converter. So the first thing what I want to explain you a little bit more are the power cables. So from HARTING we use 3 different types of power connectors. So for example, we have the HARN Q4, or we have also a HARN Q5 in the 3A size. So, and we also provide different type of cables. For example, only with a cable, we can also provide the solution with a tube like here. In some applications, the end user says they need a tube over the cable, or some, for example, here we need angled HQ housing, and it's not possible to go in this angle with a big cable, so we use single wires and put a tube over it. Is also possible, so we can make lots of different types of power cables. Or for example, here is one power cable with a hands-free A. So Mirko will explain you a little bit more about the motor cables.
Thank you, Eduard. Motor cables. We saw the different types of power cables, but the motor cable is more technical specification necessary. The drivers need voltage with different frequencies, and so the most cables are shielded. And in this case, we have also different types of cable with different specification, UL, oil resistance, UV, whatever. But in this case, for these applications, we have a solution for you. With different connectors for different applications. And Eduard will show you again at our tower some solutions.
Yeah, we are very flexible to use a connector for the motor cable. So there's no standard, or most of the motor producers have different types of connectors. So we have lots of different connectors. This is maybe a little bit the tricky thing on the motor cable. What is also a little bit tricky, we have to use a shielded cable. So you have to connect the shielded to the housing. And this is also what we can also provide, and where we have lots of experience. For example, we have here a hands-free A connector, a shielded one with a big cable. We have hybrid cables, so in these cables are the power and also the signal. We have, for example, here a 10E housing with an E insert, or we have here an angled version with a tube. We have also found an adapter for our EMC housings in the HMQ version to connect the shield to the housing. So we can provide different types of solutions for the motor cables. So Mirko will explain a little bit more about the signal cables.
Eduard, thank you. Now we heard about the distribution. I have the power to the frequency converter. I have the motor connection. But the converter must know what he has to do. And for this connection, for the communication, we need signal cables. And there are different bus types, like Profinet, Ethernet, are important for the communication to say to the curve what the curve said to do. The lifting dish have to lift, and so on. And for these connection, we have different types, and I hope a solution for you. Eduard, please show some solutions.
Yeah, we have also, Mirko also mentions, we have different types of signals. For example, we have only a standard signal, or we have a Profinet signal. So for all the solutions, we have the cables. Here we have a cable with a coding for standard signals. We have also a version for the Profinet connection. And we have also some Ethernet cables with the X coding for standard Ethernet. We're also thinking in the future we can provide an M8, M12 connectors for the future with also Profinet connection. So we have different types. One thing what I want to show you is also we have a solution which is only provided by HARTING, is this push-pull connector. So you don't have to screw the M12 connector, you just pull on this ring and the connector will open. So also in this part, we can provide you lots of different solutions. So I was finished with my technical part, so Miko will explain some things.
Eduard, thank you. It was very interesting. And from my side, we are proud to hear you with you. And we hope it was interesting for you. And if you have a topic where you say, hey, I need a solution, please ask us, HARTING customized solution. It's our job to create a value for you. It's our job to deliver a solution which you need. And when you look at the catalog and you see there is something that's interesting, but the solution is not really this product what I need.
Okay, so going to the question and answer round. Sir.
Yeah. Thank you. First of all, let me thank Mr. Edward and Mr. Beats. Very interesting presentation we had from you. And I'm quite sure the customers will be quite eager to look for adopting these solutions. So may we have a look at some of the questions which are coming. I'm sure there will be quite interesting questions. Okay, so what is the first question? The first question is, in our machines that we manufacture, there are a bunch of cables which are connected to terminal blocks from one section to other. While transporting to site, these wires are to be disconnected and reconnected back. What is the solution HARTING can offer? So, Bhumika, you covered this. Can you just reiterate on this?
Sure, sir. Okay, so just to answer this query, yes, we understand that while transporting the cabinet to the end customer, the wiring is generally removed and all the final wiring or the termination is done at the end customer site, which can be really hectic because of the time as well as the possibility of errors. And as you saw in my presentation, the product that I showed you, Hand-B Rear Fit, is especially there to serve the same purpose. So yes, we have the Hand-B Rear Fit. I showed you a video also how you could assemble the complete cabling by using the Rear Fit module. You can transport it, the complete assembled cable assembly, to the end customer. And once your cabinet is also transported, all you have to do is just put the insert or place the insert from the rear side on the housing, thus saving your time and avoiding the possibility of errors. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhumika. The second question is, please let us know your localization of various parts of connectors. Yes, HARTING India is very active, and we've taken a lot of inputs from our customer. The voice of customer was heard, and our Chennai plant has taken up rigorously the activity of localizing connectors. Currently, we have the hood and housing parts which are localized, and we are going step by step. We would start offering the inserts maybe in the next phase, and the silver contacts we plan to import from Germany. So when probably going forward, we will have the market, when we get more and more inputs from the market and requests from the market, we will definitely look for indigenizing. So the indigenizing process, the localization process, Make in India concept is very much active, and HARTING India is quite active about this, and we are expanding, we are working continuously to offer more and more localized solutions to the market. So thank you. What is the next question? We find customized solutions offered very interesting. Please elaborate your capability of customized solutions that can be offered locally. So Bhumika, would you like to take this?
Sure. So yes, as we mentioned, we have a specific product portfolio that is catering to customized solutions. Asking about being offered locally, as I explained, yes, so we do have a manufacturing plant as well as a warehouse here in Chennai itself, where we are covering the customized solutions, whether it's the cable assembly, the cable harnesses, or any kind of modification or junction boxes that you require. So the complete portfolio, whatever we are catering under this segment, can be done locally, which is happening here itself in Chennai. And yes, we have future plans to explore our possibility in other cities as well. Yes, so yes, you can, there is a possibility for local production for your customized solutions. Thank you.
And we have another interesting question. It says, can HARTING offer an alternate for terminal blocks? Yes, definitely. We have a very interesting product, hand snap. So, Bhumika, would you little bit elaborate on hand snap?
Yes, so we have a special series, that is the hand snap series, which is used for such applications, that is inside the cabinet. The product, if I could show you the picture, I would have shown, it looks specifically for such kind of applications. There are mounting frames where you can mount the inserts. The inserts can have up to 64 pin. Not only the monoblock kind of connection, but even the modular connection can be mounted on such frames inside the cabinets. There is enough space for you to do the wiring and everything, or remove the connections, making it easier and more compatible and handling easy as compared to terminal blocks. So yes, we do have a product which is hand snap, and we would definitely share the relevant information to the person who has asked the question so that you can have a look in the same. Thank you.
Okay, one last question. It says that we need a connector for 24 volts DC, power, communication, Ethernet, and air connection. Yes, I think partially the answer was already given by Bhumika. If you look at the hand modular, we have the power, data, signal, and pneumatic modules, dedicated modules which are available. So the customer has got the choice to select these modules and create his own connector. So you can make your own connector. So it's very, very simple. Individual dedicated modules are available. You can probably send us. What I will do is I will connect, answer this question separately, probably send you some of the catalogs or the technical data sheets for this. Thank you very much. And I would like to hand over the stage to my colleagues in the headquarters. So over to you, Mr. Edward and Mr. Pease.
Yeah, we have three questions. One question: is it possible to manufacture the HARN Power T and HARN 1A distribution boxes with customized wiring? Eduard?
Yeah, we can also use all different types of inserts. So for example, in the HARN Power T, we can also use HARN Q8 inserts, or in the HARN 1A, we can use all different inserts which HARTING is providing. So it's this. I just show you some examples on these tables, but we can also do any different type of inserts, and you can also make any different wiring. So when you have a special wiring which you need, you can ask us, we can provide it for you.
Okay, thank you. Another question: how can HARTING provide by the engineering support? Yes, it's a big point for us, engineering support. HARTING customized solution has a lot of project engineers for different markets like machinery, robotics, energy, intralogistic conveyor systems, transportation. And we have the know-how, the technology to find a solution for you. We have a lab to make tests for you. If you had a technical specification, we can test it. We have a CAD team to simulate, and so on. And the big point is that we have the experience and the technology about connection, connectors, and the big all. The last question, please share some projects with HARTING intralogistic conveyor system solutions are applied. When we look at the presentation, sorry, we have different end customers for us, like customers who produce drives, units, like Lenze, the big customer Siemens, Nord Drive Systems, SEV, Costal, Pulse. These are all big customers for us, suppliers for this market, where we have a design in from our connectors in the devices. And these devices needs our connectors for the communication, power, cable, signal like data. And these are projects we have create and development. I hope it was interesting for you. Many thanks and greetings from Germany.
Thank you, Mr. Edward and Mr. Beals, for your answers. I think the customers would have definitely found it very interesting, and they'll be very keen to connect back to us with some of their valued inquiries. So, as we come to the end of this program, I would like to thank the local team here, for the excellent support which they have rendered to us and making this program a success. I would like to thank Indra ma'am. I would like to thank Dr. Rao for his kind support. And I would also not, be complete without without thanking the support which we got from our colleagues from our headquarters, the team of Mr. Edward, Mr. Beals, and Annette. I would also like to personally thank Mr. Philip Harting, who took time out and participated in the seminar and gave us valuable thoughts about this. Everything here was quite possible and went on very smoothly because of one person, my colleague, Mr. George. So thank you, Mr. George, for making this program a very big success. And we look forward to connecting with our customers with more such programs. Please keep connecting with us and give your ideas, give your inputs, give us your questions, and give us your applications. I would say more and more applications so that we come out with more and more products with more and more innovative features. So thank you again. Thank you. Thanks to you all for taking time out and participating and making this again a success. So we meet again with the next series of webinar on a new topic. Thank you very much.